That Texas Hunter feeder goes off at 9 o'clock every morning. It goes off a couple other times during the day, but it goes off at 9 o'clock every morning. And this is a regular scene right here. The turkeys have left, but and not all the deer are out there. Looks like there's 4 or 5 bucks. The babies are out there, red tag's babies. She's allowing them to get in there and partake of that little 9 o'clock South Fresh feeding. And I can see, I think that's Mr. Forrest right there. TC is Daddy right behind him, facing the other direction. Forrest is up there cleaning things up close to the feeder. Another big buck out there. I think that far one out there, just by looking at the size. Can't see his antlers, but just looking at the size, I know that's a buck as well. So it's a misty rain out there today. We forecast a little bit of rain possibility, not much. The little babies are going out there and looking far out. That feeder is a fish feeder type feeder. It's actually a deer feeder, but it's on the ground where you can fill it from the ground. All you have to do is take the lid off and fill it. So that's worked out really, really well. I like those a lot better than the feeders that are up high and scatter out all around underneath the feeder. It's nicer to have a feeder that you can just fill from the ground, pull up there and take your feed sacks out and fill it up. 2 precious babies out there. Mama says, get away from my food. Get away from my food. Not very nice of you, Mama. Not very nice of you. That might not have been red tag. That might have been one of the other does, because it looks like red tag is right up here facing this direction. So that was another doe. Says she probably, you're not my baby. You want some breakfast, you go over and get it from your mama. Don't you be taking my feed. A beautiful picture, so serene, so peaceful, and they all feel so safe. Oh yeah, that's a giant buck over there. Look at that guy come out. Oh my goodness, a giant buck. Looks like he might be scraping his antlers a little bit as well. Well, I thought I'd walk out here, spitting rain, kind of just misting a little bit. But Nellie, sit. Nellie, sit. You stay right there. Stay. I'll have to walk out here and take a little closer look at the deer up close. See if they've lost any velvet. And look here what I see. Mr. Forrest is going to come right up here to me, of course. Hi, baby. Hi, Forrest. How you doing? Look at that big boy right there. Is that a gorgeous buck or is that a gorgeous buck? He's got some long tines on that one side. And the other side didn't get long. It turned into 4 points. Got a wild doe, comes around. Another big wild deer there. I don't know who that deer is there right there. That's a wild deer. He's really tamed up. Yeah, it might be fat. That's Fat Boy, I believe. That's Fat Boy. And then TC. And then it's Red Tag. Red Tag was off out there. She come back in when she saw me come up here because she thought I might throw something out to her. Here come her little babies with her. They've got used to me being here as well, which is really nice when you see 2 totally wild deer like that. It's got used to you being around. They come running toward you. And I turn back to this guy, and he's right here. He is right there, close by. And there's no velvet rubbed off yet. So I guess that was just the way the light was hitting the antlers the other day. So, Jimmy, you don't have any carrots. Everybody's thinking I might throw out some food. I just wanted to come out here and get a little closer look at the antlers. And that is a good close look, no doubt about that. There's another buck right back through there. That's another big, beautiful buck. That is another wild buck. Another big, beautiful 8-point. It looks like it's probably his second set of horns. So he definitely is going to be a really, really good deer as well. Forrest, come back. Forrest. You are some boy. Wow, what a deer. What a deer you have become. I hope you make it through the rut just fine. So cool to walk up on big giant bucks out in the wild like this. And you know, when you raise deer by a bottle, like Forrest was raised, TC was not, but like Forrest was raised, obviously Fat Boy's totally wild, as is that other deer out there. But where they can become so secure around you that they'll walk up to you. That's really cool. And that's just what those little babies did. Of course, now their mama walked up, so that caused them to walk up as well. Mr. Forrest, you're right in my lap. I believe I'll eat some grass if you're not going to feed me any South Fresh. I'm not right now. I see you, big boy. There's nothing there. An empty hand. An empty hand. The heck with you. The heck with you. I'm leaving. Well, that's what I call another $1 million evening at the Eagle. Beautiful, incredible lake. Fish are biting. Got the water system. Got the leak fixed in our irrigation. It's got irrigation pumps running, pumping water out of the lake. That real green spot down there is where the leak was. You see it had a lot of water under the ground. We have added down there some waterless garden to the yard, and it's helping that a lot as well. But you look and the blue lights are coming on at the dark. One set of lights that come on, not all of them, not all the way around. The clouds are beautiful, looking in the sky. They got a lot of rain down south of us today. We didn't get any here, but that's okay. And then you see what's happening over here as the boys and girls come out to feed on the Bermuda grass. And I have rye sowed into that too, perennial rye I put in there last year. I'm gonna buy some more this year. That stuff's like gold. I think I was paying like $120 a bag or something for it. But I'm gonna overseed it this fall with that perennial rye. Hopefully it comes up every year. I had some strips in there last year. I'm gonna try to see if I can get it. But what you see down there is 3 gorgeous, beautiful bucks. And now what they're feeding on that rye some too, but I think they're mostly feeding on the Bermuda grass. The Bermuda grass is at its best this time of the year. Big TC, thundercloud, Fat Boy, little buddy. I don't see Forrest around anywhere. There he is right there. Yep, he's right there. I think that's Forrest. That's sure a big old deer. Do you see his green headband on? I think I do. Yes, that's Forrest. Big, beautiful deer. And then you come over here. Red Tag has got her babies out. I just love that deer. I wonder who those babies belong to. I think they may belong to Prince Charming. They certainly are big. She was in the pen with Prince Charming and got out when the gates were open. We never could get her back in, so she's living in the wild, but she's living close to here. So far, she's done a great job raising those 2 babies, got them past the real dangerous stage. Now, the coyotes can take down a full-grown deer, so they're obviously never out of the water, or never out of the woods, I guess I should say, on the coyote predation. But we are predation critters to the coyotes ourselves, so we have been doing a little damage on them, trapping them, shooting them. The Agriculture Department helped us by shooting some from the air this year, our ranch and a couple of the ranches that join us. But golly, guys and girls, this may be boring to a lot of folks. Sorry about that. I hit my button when I didn't intend to. I hit the button right in the middle of my talking. You're probably wondering, and you see that video in that little. These videos we do on the ranch and on the giant antlers growing, just a compilation of what happens during the week. Sometimes we have a lot of video. Oh yeah, how about some zoomies, little boy or girl? But maybe boring to some people, maybe boring to a lot of people. I just gotta tell you, it never gets boring to me. It's heaven to me to be able to look down there and, 2 2 of those deer were born in the pen, Forrest and his daddy. Little Buddy was born in the pen. That's Little Buddy. Fat Boy was not. Those babies right there, born on the outside, and their mama were probably bred in the pen. She might have bred outside, we don't know. She bred outside. You could be looking at her daddy down there also. One of those big boys. He said, this is my daddy down here. How about doing some zoomies? That one's feeling his oats a little bit. They're enjoying the cooler weather. Only got up to about 80 here, southern Oklahoma today. And again, I'll try this one more time. It may be boring to some, but it is never, ever boring to me. I could sit here and watch them till it got too dark to see them. I want you to look at this. Will you look at this? Apache came down to take care of things, and Mr. Forrest, come here, Benelli. Benelli, come here. You come here. You come here. You come here. Mr. Forrest, he come walking over here. I was visiting with Apache, and Forrest, he comes over here. He's wanting, hey, don't you be putting that head down. Look at him walk by him, put that head down. That's just a little gesture of dominance. Benelli, come here. Leave him alone. He'll hurt you. You leave him alone, he'll hurt you. But look how big he's got. He's got that velvet off. And he's wanting Apache to throw some feed or wanting me to give him some carrots. Something. Yeah. He said something. And one of y'all got to do something to help me out. Look at all the deer there by the feeder. And the bucks. Now, I think TC's got a little velvet still left, doesn't he, or not? He's still got all his. Yeah, he's still got his velvet. And Forrest has got his all gone. So this is it right here, the middle of September. Some of the velvet's still there and some of it's gone. So within a week or so, probably all the velvet will be gone. A couple weeks at the max. The baby deer losing their spots. All of that's happening at about the same time. So that's kind of interesting. All righty. What a deal. What a deal. Watch Forrest go back out there. I wouldn't turn my back on him. No. Keep your eyes on him. If he gets aggressive, you get away from him. He's going to get worse in the next month. I worry about him. I'm careful around him. You be careful around him too. He says, I know what's going to happen now. He said, I'm ready for my private feeding. He's thinking about food right now, but pretty soon he'll be thinking about girls. Not quite as dangerous thinking about food, I don't think. So let me get my head in there. You can't put your head in there, big boy. Isn't that something? That's what I want right there. Oh, that's what I'm spoiled to. Yeah, you get out of here, TC. This is my pile. TC says, wait a minute. All right, go over there for his. That's pretty special. That's pretty special. The wind beginning to blow a little bit. I don't have a microphone hooked up because it was dead calm out here all morning since daylight. It's just another short night last night after a 22-hour day the day before. This is special. This is special. And my good girl laying right here. Being a good girl. Yes. Good girl, Benelli. Good girl, Benelli. Good girl, yeah. Front yard is not full of deer. Sprinkler system's still going off. See it running over there. Sun's about to set over there. Lights, some of the lights, the early lights will come on there. There'll be some more lights come on here in a little bit. I want you to look at this right here. All of this right here, torn up in the yard, just absolutely wrecking the yard, is armadillos. Armadillos. Now, I have captured 3 or 4 of them, but there's just, I don't know where they're all coming from. And Benelli gets after them, and they're actually living under the porches and stuff, and they got holes dug under there, and don't know what they might be doing to the foundation. But you see all of that torn up stuff down there? That's armadillos. And I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. Well, I know I'm gonna get all the rest of them, that's what I'm gonna do. They're not exactly difficult to hunt. But there we go. We do have a few deer in the yard. You can see they're chowing down on that beautiful green grass, combination of Bermuda and rye out there. I'm probably gonna plant some more rye in that yard for the fall here. Big, beautiful TC, and it looks like he might have cleaned his antlers off today. He had velvet on them this morning. I thought I saw another deer or two down there, but no, there is another one right over there. Oh my goodness, is that Forrest? No, that might be, I don't know. Look at that deer, golly. It's a 10 point, so it might be Forrest. I'm not sure. He's got his antlers cleaned off. There's another deer just saw walking in out of the corner of my eye. Where are you, guy? There you are. And that's just a doe, I think. Am I seeing the antlers there, or is that just the weeds behind it? Oh, that's antlers, definitely. Definitely, that's a wild 8 point right there. He's not one that's been around here much, so he's kind of a little spooky. Golly, that's a beauty right there. It's not Forrest, I don't think. It might be Forrest, I don't know. He cleaned those antlers off. I'll try to maybe in the next day or two get up close to him and take a good look at him. This is Fat Boy over there, and it looks like his antlers is almost clean. Might have a little velvet left, but not much. But I think that could be Mr. Forrest. He might have got rid of that green headband. I think that maybe is him. Is that one side? I believe that is Forrest. There's another little deer come. That deer there come up out of the down there by the lake. I didn't see it. So there's actually I come out here thinking there was one or two deer. There's actually one that came in while we were talking. Beautiful deer. There is 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of those pretty rascals out there. Yes. Oh, Fat Boy, short-legged. He's beautiful. And I don't know, what do you think? That is Mr. Forrest, isn't it? I think maybe I see the green headband now. That is Mr. Forrest. His horns are completely shiny, hard horns. So we need to start watching him. He could be dangerous.